Hey Matt, thanks for doing this video with me. Okay, so what's your major?
Construction management.
Construction management. Wow, what does that even mean?
So basically it entails the process of managing a construction project from start to finish through the process of designing it, um, actually building it, figuring out how much materials you need, all that great stuff.
Wow, that's really interesting. So what made you want to do that?
So, really it was just the building process. I grew up as a kid. I was that weird kid that liked to look at buildings the way they were, kind of figure out how they were made. Grew up building stuff. Me and my dad always built project stuff, so I've always just kind of been interested in the building process, and construction management just was the closest major to that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So do you and your dad still like do projects like that
Yeah,
together?
so a philosophy that my dad instilled in me was that if you can do it, why pay someone else to do it? So a lot of the building stuff a lot of like projects that you would do around the house, repairs, stuff like that, we do ourselves. A few years ago when we had a pool put in, me and my dad did the vast majority of the work, just because it's easy to do. It's not as hard to do as most people would think, and it would save a lot of money.
That's cool. So where do you see your future going with this?
So the immediate future is honestly just getting a job. But hopefully in the distant future, like a 10-year plan, I hope to own my own company and build. I want to be a residential builder, so that'd be something that I really would like to see myself doing.
Residential builder, what does that mean?
So residential building is like homes. So there's like there's categories. There's heavy, and then there's heavy and light construction. Light construction is buildings. Commercial is more like large skyscrapers and buildings that are going to be used for something other than living. And residential builds houses anywhere from neighborhood additions to the $1 million mansions.
Wow.
Yeah.
What would you prefer to be doing? Smaller or bigger?
Probably bigger. I mean, just kind of anything. Really more interested in the smaller end, like kind of as far as remodeling, but anything that honestly would make a profit, you wouldn't turn down. But remodeling would be the biggest thing I would like to do because it would give me an opportunity to do more than just sit in an office and crunch numbers.
Yeah. So you like to work with your hands more, you think?
Yeah. I like working with my hands. I've always have. The vast majority of the only job I had through high school was lawn care. I never could really stand to be like confined in a working environment, like at a restaurant or something like that. So that and setting my own hours are two things that really interest me and really something that I want to be able to do. So
that's cool. Setting your own hours, how does that work in
so
construction?
basically working, there's not like you can't make up stuff to do. There's no busy work that you can do. So when you get stuff done, you're done for the day. And setting your like how long a project will take, you can manage your hours, stuff like that, and you can even work more hours one day so you don't have to work another day. Just being able to work basically when you want to.
That's cool. And that interests you?
Yeah, definitely. Not having to show up to work, 9 to 5 job, 5 days a week, definitely.
That's awesome.
Definitely interested me.
Where do you want to end up in the future, like city-wise, state-wise?
Anywhere. I mean, my hometown of Edmond is definitely one that I don't feel like I wouldn't want to go back. Edmond's a really cool place. It's really exploding as far as construction goes, so it'd be good for work and whatnot. But somewhere in the Oklahoma to Texas area, in that range, mainly the only place in Texas would be like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, would be about as far as into Texas I would want to go. But at the end of the day, right out of college, just kind of depends on where I can find a job. So.
Dallas, why does Dallas interest you?
So Dallas is it's a very large market for construction. There's always something going on. There's always a new neighborhood being built or a new building going up or something like that. And with the surrounding areas like Fort Worth and places like that, the amount of work that one could find is almost insane in the construction industry. So
That's awesome.